Live your life. Concentrate on the now. Newborn baby, I know you might not understand me because you're a newborn baby. Enjoy the crib. Enjoy the boob. Yo, enjoy that boob. Hi, my name is Nati Matu. I'm 28 years old, going on 29, and I'm an electrical engineer.
We wanted to compress 1,000 years in one space using human age as a unit of measure. So we asked people a few questions about some consistent aspects of the life experience. What does being human mean to you?
I think my response would be deeply based on my religious views. As much as me being a scientist is great and all, I think I'm deeply rooted in my spirituality first and foremost, understanding that I'm allowed to be because of God. And being human is God's expression of who He is. I think that's what I like, or my philosophy in life is that I am an expression of God's love, and that's what human is. That we should be human. I think in God's love in human form to many people, especially people around us, that they only experience God's love, I think, to the fullest through good deeds of other people, and we should be that expression of God's love. Yeah, so I think that's what being human for me is.
If you didn't know how old you are, how old would you be?
Oof. The problem with that answering that question is that no, I would be very old. I think my problem is that I have a lot of useless information, or a ton of information about everything, that I would probably think that I have lived quite a long time to accumulate or amass such information. I think I would be around 58, 59.
What do you want to spend most of your life doing?
Most of my life in pursuit of knowledge and relationship. I think knowledge without relationship is pretty useless. That's why I'm saying I have huge amounts of information, but I feel like it's useless right now, or it's lost, in that there is nobody that I can share it with, essentially, or there are very few people that I can engage in relationally with the kind of information that I have. So I would like to spend the last parts of my life exploring human knowledge as much as I can, but mostly engaging in relationship, because I think all of this is meaningless without enjoying a full life with family.
What's the best piece of advice you've received?
Let me get into the biggest piece of advice that kept my sanity, is that there's a point where it stops being worth it. In everything that you do, there's a point where it just stops being worth it. I think we as a people, or we as a generation, get so consumed in doing things, trying to do things, trying to perfect stuff, or trying to start businesses, trying to be the best at what you're doing, that you exceed the point of, you get to a point of diminishing returns, where it stops being worth it. For your mental well-being, for your financial well-being, for your relational well-being, it stops being worth it. So you need to do enough just so that you can get to be great, but no more than that. And it's perfectly encapsulated in Ecclesiastic. But don't be too foolish and don't be too wise. Just don't destroy yourself. You get what I'm saying? Just do enough to be the best that you can be, but no further.
What's the one thing you'd like to change about the world?
The one thing that I'd like to change about the world is disease, and it's not the concept of death itself. I think it's easy to be lost in the consequences of death rather than seeing the implications of disease. We often deal with the end product, which is death. We don't look at the present implications of disease. Disease should be wiped out completely, man. It's really, I know that our hope as Christians is to look to an age whereby God will eliminate all suffering and disease. I just wish that it came in our lifetime. So I would really eliminate disease.
What value would you like to pass on to the next generation if you have or were to have children?
I would say the most valuable thing I have right now is the understanding that knowing everything won't help you. So rather live in the moment, because we are so held up or so in consumed by trying to prepare for tomorrow and dwelling too much in the past that we forget what the present has in store for us. I think we should be more present-minded.
If you could ask your future self one question, what would it be?
Tomorrow's lottery numbers. Yeah. That's it.
What do you feel you have confident knowledge of?
This still will always remain true. I know a little about everything. Anything, whether it be it history, politics, religion, that one I have explored extensively, and I've gotten to a conclusion of don't destroy yourself by knowing too much. So I know a lot about almost everything. Say almost everything because I don't know everything about people's lives, but I know of people's lives. So yeah.
If you could offer a newborn child only one piece of advice, what would it be?
Live your life. Concentrate on the now. Newborn baby, I know you may not understand me because you're a newborn baby, but if you had cognitive understanding of what the words I'm saying are, then you would understand that when I say enjoy the crib, enjoy the boob, enjoy that boob. Yes, that thing is nice, man. Enjoy it. And don't rush to eat salt, because I know salt is delicious, but don't just enjoy tasteless food right now, and then enjoy the present.
What's the difference between being alive and truly living?
We as people often try to prepare too much. Like we prepare a lot for future comings, and we did a lot of what we've done wrong to get us to the point that we are at. We should start looking at what right now has to offer. So looking at the future, looking at the past is living. Truly being alive, is being alive. Truly living is understanding that today, right now, has everything that you need. All that it can offer is right now. So whether you are in tough times, are you okay emotionally? Are you okay health-wise? Look at that. That is something to rejoice in. That is something that to actually look forward to. The fact that right now you have your health and your mental state of mind, and the little food that you have, enjoy it. So don't look too much of what you don't have, because I know that the fact that we as a young generation are so discontent, it leads to a lot of what we consider to be problems. So be content with what you have and be satisfied with your lot, even if it's small. Look to it, and that's truly living.